What's another vote that you want to talk about? What's that? Transport. Okay, we've got transport here.
Kia ora. I was wondering, looking at there's a 500 million increase overall, but there's some transfers within other appropriations and transport, and some pretty substantial ones, like 300 million approximately less for capital expenditure related to the National Land Transport Program. Or is it, sorry, I had it right in front of me and I'm looking at page, like around 900, between 890 and 900 on the supplementary estimates. And the 200 million less, sorry, maybe it was 300 million less than expected on rail. So I was wondering, is that just related to timing of investment, or is that like a substantial transfer from rail to the National Land Transport Program, non-rail?
So with the National Land Transport Capital PLA, during the year, they were given a capital grant. So the capital spend for NZTA this year has been funded by capital grant instead of the NLTF. In terms of the rail, are you referring to the capital injection for Kiwi Rail? With the phasing, we've moved up 300 million.
Yeah.
That's mainly a phasing change. So it funds.
Yeah, so that's on page 894. So that was 307 million under what was expected out of 685 million.
Yeah, so it's mainly a phasing change that's moved to out years.
Okay. And then the 500 million is just a coincidence that, like, if you look at National Land Transport Program capital is about 247. Rail is about 307 under. And then on top of it, and then earlier there's this 511 million additional, is it 507 million additional to the National Land Transport Program. But that 500 million additional is actually from new revenue.
So there was some Crown funding. So the government policy statement on land transport was finalised after the Budget 24 decisions.
Right.
So there was appropriations provided for loans and grants during the year. So with the NLTF, that's how it's also funded, through those GPS loans and grants. So there's been quite a lot of movement, I guess, around how NZTA is using that funding between the Crown and the NLTF, rather than necessarily significant revenue changes.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, can I ask one more question?
Yep.
One as well. Which is, it was only about half of what was budgeted for Community Connect. So I think that was down, it was like 14, no, that's not. There's also another one, Water Search, Rescue and Safety Frontline Services was about half. What was budgeted was 28 million. It was almost exactly half.
Yes, so for the water frontline, we created a new appropriation during the year. So there was some new funding drawn down from a TAG contingency in about December 24, and it didn't fit within the scope of the existing appropriation. So we created a new appropriation, moved the existing funding into that one appropriation along with the TAG drawdown. In response to the Community Connect, that's a demand-driven appropriation. So we effectively kind of, what spend is based on the local authorities.
So fewer people were seeking to use Access Community Connect than was anticipated? Is that?
There was funding removed through the previous budget. So the new budget, I guess they're still kind of working through what that demand looks like. And we're seeing a change from those using the Community Connect to the disability services. So we're seeing an increase in that area and a decrease in other areas.